Hello, my name is Jordan Johnson. I am a training and curriculum specialist with AOC. I am going to show you what a mock session felony mediation session can look like on Zoom today. So first, the judge or mediator will start the Zoom session using a Zoom Pro account. Once they start the session, the facilitator will then join, and the judge or mediator will admit them into the session. Once they are admitted into the session, the judge or mediator will make the facilitator the host of the meeting. And the facilitator will turn around and make the judge or mediator the co-host of the meeting. After the judge or mediator is a co-host of the meeting, the facilitator will then create the breakout rooms. But for the sake of time, I've already created them for this training, and they are titled Mediation Conference Room, Commonwealth Conference Room, Defendant Conference Room, and then we have conference rooms 1 through 7. And those rooms can be used for any other parties that are invited to the mediation sessions, such as witnesses, victims, what have you. The facilitator will then move the judge or mediator into the mediation conference room. Once the judge or mediator is into the mediation conference room, the facilitator will admit the other participants to the meeting. The facilitator will rename them if it's needed and will make all attorneys co-hosts. The co-hosts are able to move throughout the breakout rooms and join other participants in breakout rooms to conference cases as needed. Once the attorneys are co-hosts, you will move all parties into the mediation conference room. The facilitator will then join the mediation conference room. The judge or mediator will then go over some ground rules, and then they will share their screen to pull up the agreement to mediate. They will fill this out and go over this with all parties. They will then have all parties sign the agreement to mediate. There will be a follow-up video after this going over how to sign documents via Zoom. Once all parties have signed the document, we will stop sharing. And then the parties will go into their respective breakout rooms as needed. So for instance, if the judge or mediator would like to speak with the Commonwealth and the defendant's attorney without the defendant, we would move the defendant into the defendant conference room. If the Commonwealth attorney needs to conference with the attorney privately, they could either join the Commonwealth conference room on their own or be placed in there by the facilitator. Then once the case is conferenced and then they're ready for to come up with an agreement, everybody will be moved back into the mediation conference room. Here, the judge or mediator can sign a mediation agreement with all parties or just give further instructions for the mediation.